Hello, everybody. Let's just wait. Oh, here's Alan. Hello.
Hello.
Gosh, here we all are. What a journey this has been.
Golly
Um,
gosh.
yes. Woo. Okay. Welcome to the 2019-2020 Business Awards. Back in the summer, we had high hopes that we would all be together at the wonderful Clayton Hotel, but COVID-19 has had other plans for us. So Zoom it is. I do just want to show you the award that some of you will be winning. Here you go. Yeah, all right. It looks it looks better in real life if you see what I mean, but it is very stylish, bit like what I am. Okay, right.
Just don't clunk your husband with it.
Yeah, that comes later. Right. When things have calmed down, we'll be organising a day at Springgrove House, West Thames College, when we'll officially present the winners with their awards, with a photographer and our special guest, Mark Ramprakash, and he'll be with us also. Also, our winners will receive an extra gift from Oasis, some high quality speakers. I have high hopes for a sunny spring day. Please be assured it will be held following all government guidelines. Now over to Alan.
So, despite 2020 being a difficult year, and for many of us, December couldn't have come fast enough, we've received a record number of entries for our awards. This also recognises that there's a growing number of new members who are joining our chamber from outside Hounslow. So we've formed West London local chambers for this wider membership. This year, for the first time, our awards will be open to people from the three boroughs, Hounslow, Hammersmith and Fulham and Ealing. Also this year, we've asked our board directors to judge the awards, and a difficult time they had of it because there were so many entries. Sally, housekeeping.
Thank you. Now to try to explain how the evening will run. Housekeeping is easy. You know where your fire exit is and hopefully your loo. Alan and I will introduce our illustrious guest who will be announcing the award winner. We will then read out the names of the finalists, which will also appear on the screen, followed by the three shortlisted companies. Those three businesses will be asked to turn on their cameras. Our guest will then announce the winner to surprised, hopefully smiling faces. We really don't have time for the winner to say a few words, but please enjoy your Oscar moment. If you would like to say hello and share your success, please use the chat button where Jerry Devine will be. I can see that people are already chatting away, which is great. So basically, let the fun begin. Over to you, Alan.
So without further ado, let's start the evening. Just Sally and I have just got normal drinks, but hopefully everybody else will be able to charge their glasses because they've got a little less responsibility of us. Settle down and off we go. We are really pleased to open this event that we're going to hear from Nyle Bulger, the Chief Executive of Hounslow Council, who's with us today to say a few words. Nyle, can you please turn your camera on and microphone on? Diolch yn fawr, if I pronounce that correctly.
Diolch yn fawr. Thank you very much, Alan. I'm really delighted to be able to talk this evening, and I'm not going to take up a lot of your time because the main event's going to happen in a moment. But I would like to say thank you on behalf of the council for everything that our business community has endured and persevered through this last year. It has been unprecedented, and the impact on our community, on our residents, on our businesses in the borough and beyond in West London has been unprecedented in the context of where we are with COVID-19. What we know is that the economy in our part of London is one of the worst impacted and affected by COVID-19 of all of the sub-regions of England and England as a whole. And in Hounslow particularly, we've been adversely impacted by the downturn in aviation associated with Heathrow, along with all of our colleagues who are very much dependent on the airport's functioning. Notwithstanding that, we've also seen incredible spirit, incredible One Hounslow spirit from all of our residents, from the voluntary and community sector and from our business community, all helping and supporting each other to be successful as we come through this pandemic. We are, of course, meeting tonight in the first week of a vaccine being distributed, and hopefully we'll have happier and brighter times, as Sally's indicated, where we can all meet each other in the spring of 2021. But I'd like to say thank you once again to all of our businesses in the borough, and also to thank you for all of your effort and all of your contributions to the communities which we all serve. And to your customers, obviously, our council is very delighted that we're able to support these awards, because you are crucial to the success of our community and to our borough. So thank you so much, and I'm looking forward to seeing the winners this evening. Good luck to everybody.
Thank you very much indeed, Nyle. Thank you. I'm just getting myself sorted out onto gallery view, so that's all done. Right, now over to Steve Curran, leader of Hounslow Council. Steve, can you turn on your video and mic, please? Oh, you've already done it. Right, over to you.
Thank you very much, Sally, and good evening, everyone. As Nyle said, it's a pleasure to be here. So disappointing we're not meeting in person. And as Nyle said, a lot's happened over the last 10 to 12 months. So I wanted to start off by thanking Sally, Alan and Chris for coming to the fore over the last 10 months or so and pulling the chamber together. And not only that, they've now expanded the chamber to 2 other West London boroughs. And for a little quiz, what else does Hounslow, Ealing and Hammersmith and Fulham have in common? I'll put you out of your agony. They're also Labour boroughs, so I'm absolutely delighted.
They're all red.
They're all red. So that may upset some of you, and I hope you haven't spilt your drinks at the thought of it. But we are delighted to support the chamber and the wider chamber community. I think what we've seen from the chamber and its members, its 18,000 members, over the last year or so has been remarkable. The way they've come to, the way they come up to the plate, and when asked to support residents and communities, they've done that time and time again. It's been a wonderful experience to be working with the trio over the last, as I say, 10 months or so. They've been working hand in glove with the council in supporting us in producing our recovery plan. And we've already had 2 conferences around how we're going to deal with recovery going forward post-pandemic, and one was hosted by Singh who's on the call today, MP for Felton Heston, and then I held a conference just afterwards looking at the communities that are affected by COVID-19 and the airport industry and its decline at the moment. But so Singh was looking at jobs, skills and apprenticeships and new innovation. I was looking at how we're going to support those communities by supporting new innovation and jobs and trying to keep those communities together. We've got thousands of people are now on universal credit in West London. It's gone up and up. We've got an increase in homelessness. And unfortunately, we're starting to lose thousands of jobs, not just at Heathrow, but in the retail and hospitality sector. So there's a mountain to climb. And I don't want to be too despondent. And it's going to be still difficult. I think we're in tier 2 at the moment. What happens on the 16th of December and then again on the 30th December, whether we change tiers, we'd all hope that we'll go down, but it's looking very challenging at the moment. But we must support business. As we've already heard, business is the lifeblood of our communities. It provides thousands upon thousands of jobs, training opportunities and apprenticeships. So it runs through everything we do, and we're absolutely delighted to be working in partnership with Hounslow Chamber and the wider West London Chamber community. Without them, it would have been very difficult to be where we are. And I think our MPs in West London, particularly our 2 MPs in Hounslow, Ruth Cadbury for Brentford and Isleworth, and I said Singh Malhotra for Felton Heston, have come up to the plate as well, and we've been working very closely together. They've been banging the drum for Hounslow and West London in Parliament and supporting us in many, many ways behind the scenes to ensure we try and protect businesses from the real harmful effects of prolonged austerity, which we hadn't got out of. People remember austerity. And the thing that worries me even more now is if we don't get a deal with Brexit. So we could have a perfect storm of the lingering austerity, COVID, and then a no-deal Brexit. That would be very challenging indeed. But I think we're best placed in Hounslow and West London to fight those challenges. I know, because I've met many businesses over the last 10 months, many businesses have contacted me, and I hope the council has been responsive where it can. Some people said at the beginning we were a bit slow in handing out the money. I didn't agree with that. I think we're a prudent council, as you know, and we make sure that the money goes to the right people and the right businesses, and that's what we've done. So we will do everything we can to support businesses, to support development and growth going forward. And as I say, without the chamber, it would have been much harder for Hounslow Council. So a big round of applause and thanks to the Hounslow Chamber of Commerce. Thank you for being able to speak to you tonight, and good luck to all the potential winners. Have a great evening. Thank you.
I'm trying to start my video. There we go. Brilliant. Have we got Alan? Excellent.
Yes, great. Thank you very much for those wonderful words, Steve. I must admit, you mentioned on a few political points there, my mind started wondering whether Boris is going to be having roast beef tonight for dinner or sauerkraut over in Brussels. So anyway, Carol Sam from Ealing Council has pre-recorded a few words, so we're going to flip over to that for a couple of words from her. Thank you very much.
Hello, good evening everyone. I'm very honoured to be invited by Alan and Sally of West London Local Chamber to say a few words about Ealing Council. Ealing Council, in particular the Economic Growth Team, are pleased to be playing a part in this event and commend the Chamber for all their hard work and commitment to supporting our local businesses, being a critical friend and advocate at a time when our businesses are being faced with so many challenges and difficulties. As the UK emerges from its second lockdown, we at Ealing Council recognise the value of working in partnership. It's only through our collective and individual actions that we can start to shape a local economy that works for all. Earlier this week, we launched the Council's Greenprint to Recovery, which outlines how we can achieve sustainable economic growth by putting climate action, inclusion and social justice front and centre of the borough's economic revival. It will also show how working in partnership we can start to put in place the building blocks for recovery, and I'm really excited and optimistic by what the plan can achieve. And now, turning to this evening's proceedings, the very fact that this event is actually taking place, perhaps not quite as the Chamber had intended, it's testament to their resilience and can-do attitude in making sure their members who have worked tirelessly in their respective fields and sectors are recognised for their enormous contribution and hard work. The Chamber has demonstrated that the show must go on. I hope you all have an amazing evening. Congratulations to all businesses nominated, runners-up and winners. Thank you.
Thank you for those lovely words, Carol. I'm really quite moved. I'll have to go find a handkerchief. Yes, I like to feel that Hounslow Chamber has stepped up to the plate, and that includes in our West London local chambers. So I'm really pleased for Ealing Council support, and hopefully long will that continue. Right, now we come up for the actual first of our 20 awards. It's for health and wellbeing and will be presented by Nyle Bulger, Chief Exec of Hounslow Council. So Nyle, could you turn your camera and mic on, please? Excellent. Right, the finalists are, and they're going to come up on a screen, so let's see if the system works, shall we? The finalists are London Counselling Practice Limited, So Fresh Kitchen, Hearing Well, Beauty Bar, Koolo, One Golf Club, Chiswick Park, Enjoy Work, Cranford Opticians. And the 3 highly commended. So when I read these names out, can you put your cameras on, please? The 3 highly commended are Beauty Bar, Cranford Opticians, and So Fresh Kitchen. And I think now, okay, so hopefully we're going to see 3 smiling faces. I think Lisa is busy behind the scenes trying to find them. How are we doing? I can see no smiling faces apart from Nile's. Oh, excellent. Here's a smiling face. That's lovely. Do we have an oh yes, here we go. We are this one is the guinea pig. This is the Guinea Pig Award.
This is where you have the drum roll in the background as
Yes,
well.
excellent. Well done. We've got lots of smiling faces. That's just what we want. Right, over to you, Nyle.
Thank you very much, Sally, and good luck to the individuals who've been shortlisted. I've got the envelope here. I'm just going to read out who the winner is. So the best business for health and well-being for this year, it's right to recognise a family-run company amongst the big boys, which we've heard about already. This company has been with our community for 35 years, delivering a personal service. So tonight, we recognise them with this award. And the winner is Cranford Opticians.
Very well done. Congratulations. Really good. Well done. Thank you very much. Right. I think it's now over to Alan for the second award.
Okay, so if Pamela and Neela can turn their cameras off, thank you. And so over to the second award of the evening, which is for Best Business for Hospitality and Leisure, to be presented by the lovely Deborah Barnes of the Clayton Hotel. Deborah, please turn your camera on and microphone on. The Clayton won the coveted Best Business for 2018-19, but this year they've been hard hit, as everybody has in the hospitality sector. So please do try to support them. They're a wonderful hotel in Chiswick. I will be there for breakfast soon. Deborah, you dare turn me away.
We wouldn't dream of it, Alan.
So for this category, there are just 3 entries. The Holiday Inn in Brentford, 1 golf club, and 2K Tiger. Please, can those 3 turn their cameras on now? Okay, glasses off, please. Sandy's on a golf course. And we've got 1 more. Have we got 1 more? We are looking for a Holiday Inn in Brentford. Do you know where Holiday Inn in Brentford is? Here we are. Yes, they've got there. Hooray. So, Deborah, over to you to announce, to open your envelope and announce the winner.
Yeah, thanks very much, Alan. I'd just like to add to that I'm absolutely thrilled to have been asked to present this award for Best Business for Hospitality and Leisure, particularly at the moment. Clayton Hotel Chiswick was the previous winner for Best Business and Business of the Year. So to now hand the award baton across to the next winner is an honour. 2020 has absolutely proved to be a very challenging year for all, but particularly for those in hospitality. So with very great pleasure, I shall now open the sealed envelope that I've been given. There has only been 1 sport which you can participate for most of 2020. So bringing a new concept to this old game has delivered incredible growth of 150%. So we congratulate a very well-deserved winner. And the winner is 1 Golf Club.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Sandy.
Thank you, Alan.
And all I can do is to say, if you're out there losing too many golf balls on the golf course, then please book an appointment for Cranford Opticians, the previous winners.
I should have done that yesterday.
So over to you, Sally.
Thank you, Alan. I knew you wouldn't take too long to get one of your jokes in. Right, for the next category, it's for Best Business for Marketing and Social Media, and it's to be presented by Ray Singh of Russell Finex. Ray, could you join us, please? Turning on your camera and your mic. Lovely, excellent. There are 14 finalists. LG Planning Limited, the Pages of West London, Beauty Bar, Thames Bank Credit Union, Kuolo, Chiswick Park Enjoy Work, Back Heathrow, Insightful Images, Cranford Opticians, Serendipity Int Limited, The Kettle Shed, Fast Signs Hammersmith, Contact Us Ealing. Right, the three highly commended are Contact Us Ealing, Fast Signs, Hammersmith, Fast Signs from Hammersmith, and The Kettle Shed. Oh, sorry, you rather, sorry, we start again. We're becoming slicker. The three of you are now on, which is brilliant. I'm loving it. Right, over to Ray to announce the winner.
Okay, thanks very much. Privilege for me to present this award. So I'll open the envelope that I've been sent. Okay, for best business for marketing and social media, with 14 other entries to beat, this company had a very hot message to get across, which does not leave a sour taste in your mouth. In a sector full of giants, they certainly get noticed. And the winner is The Kettle Shed.
Oh, thank you very much. That's very kind. That's the first time we've ever won anything, and that's really nice, especially after this year. So thank you very much, everybody.
Brilliant. Well done, Zoe. And all of you, there is some of Zoe's tea inside the goodie bag. So please do enjoy that, but not just yet. Okay, Alan, over to you.
Yes, unfortunately, it's too early in the event for a tea break, but we'll crack on. The next award is for Best Business Support and Advice Service Company. And this will be presented by Peter Matthew, Executive Director of Housing and Planning Communities at Hounslow Council. Peter, will you please turn your camera on, please? For this award, the finalists are LG Planning Limited, Makesworth's Accountants, Consolidated Logistics Services, Stay for Business Hounslow, HR Department Ealing, Oasis Accountants, Radanx Limited, Fast Signs Hammersmith, Jasper Alliance London Limited. The three highly commended companies are, drumroll, Logistics, Consolidated Logistics Services. Feroz, can you turn your camera on, please? Oasis Accountants and Safer Business Hounslow, represented by Janet's Leatherland. Peter, over to you to open your envelope.
Thank you very much, Alan, and good night and good evening, everyone. And my best wishes and good luck to the winners and the awardees. Opening the window.
Okay, we have Feroz. We just need Janet to turn her camera on, and we are, I think, and Oasis Accountants, please. Is Prashant around? Waiting. Continuing drum roll. Okay. Then looking a bit harder to find. Okay, maybe we should move ahead. And Peter, please open the envelope if you could, please. You're on mute, Peter.
Thank you, Alan. So for the award of Best Business Support and Advice Service. So first up, I'm offering the Best Business Support at our biggest and best airport at a time where delivering exceptional levels of services is a heavy lift, especially in the current days. But this company has continued to do just that. And sharing this award, as the judges' scores were a tie, in a year when our high streets need to be not just crime safe, but COVID secure. A superb team was formed to deliver this service and help our hospitality and retail sectors. So the winners are Consolidated Logistics Services Limited and Safer Business Hounslow.
So congratulations, both of you. I know that you're not really supposed to give an award to a company that you work so closely with ourselves, but frankly speaking, the work that Safer Business Hounslow team, who are subcontracted from the council, have done to help all of us be a lot more COVID secure and safe, needs recognition on the streets out there today to be a safer world. So thank you all very much from all of us. And Janet's going to say a couple of words as well. And blow everyone a kiss.
Yes, I'm going to say thank you for giving us the award. That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you to the team on the ground who have done an incredible job keeping everybody as safe and secure as we possibly can. And to Alan, Sally, and to Mel for pulling it all together. It's been absolutely brilliant. So thank you all from the bottom of our hearts, and Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Over to you, Sally.
Thank you very much. Right, the next award is for Best Charity and Social Enterprise, and it's to be presented by Councillor Tony Lukey, Mayor of London Borough of Hounslow. Tony, could you turn on your camera, please? Oh, brilliant. Oh, I love the Christmas tree. Oh, and can we see your chain?
You can see my chain.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, whoa. Bit impressive, hey? Gosh.
Oops, it's come off. Gonna have to take it home with me. This is the, I'm wearing the, got 4 chains in the safe here in the Mayor's Parlour at Hounslow House. 6 up in the sky in Hounslow. And this one's a Feltham. This is a Feltham chain presented to the then Feltham District Council by the Feltham Chamber of Commerce. It's the blingiest, it's the Feltham District Chamber of Commerce. It's the blingiest of all the chains and regalia in the Mayor's safe.
Because Hounslow Chamber of Commerce was formed in 1908, and it started off with the Feltham Traders Association.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
There you go. So you know we've got. Not only have you got history, that you've got form as well, and the 2 black lines down here are the symbolise its Feltham status in the railway industry, and it's the to symbolise the many miles of marshalling yards there. And those of you who've gone past Feltham recently, you'll see the new sidings that are being nearly to be commissioned. I wouldn't mind turning up in a hard hat and opening them as mayor. All I'm doing at the moment is going to open the lifts at Cyan Lane Station with
with
Tony,
we could talk all night, couldn't we? But we've got business to do. So hold on.
I can talk and win an award for talking even. Right. So
the finalists are hold on, Tony. Don't open the envelope yet. Hold on.
All right.
Stop.
Sorry, I'll put it back in then.
Just do what you're told. All right. Right, I'm going to read the finalists out, okay?
And he's got form, you know.
Exactly.
Right,
Exactly.
the finalists are Rotary Club of Hounslow, Hearingwell, Abundance London, Thames Bank Credit Union, Serving Our Superheroes, One Golf Club, Back Heathrow. The 3 highly commended, so can you please turn your cameras on, Rotary Club of Hounslow, Serving Our Superheroes, and Thames Bank Credit Union. Right, so we've got Thames Bank, we've got Serving Our Superheroes. Have we got Rotary Club? Have we got Rotary Club? Are they out there? I know that Lisa will be searching desperately.
Looking for Bridget.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm the
brilliant.
president of Rotary Club of Hounslow.
Oh, Mumtaz.
Good to
Yes,
see.
Mumtaz.
Right, Tony, over to you to open the envelope, please.
All right. I'll declare an interest as being member number 1 of the Thames Bank Credit Union.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, that's
the
one
judges
number.
didn't know that.
Oh yeah, well that's all right. Doesn't matter. I'm not a judge. Right. So the best charity social enterprise. It was set up originally to support our superheroes in the National Health Service, and this company now also assists local homeless people. So the winner is Saving Our Superheroes. Congratulations. Thank you everybody for taking part.
Donating toilets for us and everything, and thank you for selecting ours.
Our pleasure. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Every borough needs its superhero. So very well done, Sarah. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm just doing. Hold on. Right. Okay. So we're now going to have a small break from the awards and hear from 3 more of our sponsors. We can only be as good as we are with the help of these sponsors. So thank you from the bottom of our heart. We really do appreciate your help. First is a recorded message from Tracy Orst, the principal of West Thames College, where our office has been based since 2008. We are so grateful to be part of the wider college community, and they have always made us feel welcome. And indeed, I like to count them as friends. It is also where our MD, Alan, went to college, who definitely feels at home there. So over to Tracy.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Tracy Orst. I'm the principal of West Thames College. I'm delighted to be here, albeit virtually, to support the Hounslow Chamber of Commerce Awards for 2020. Never has there been a more appropriate time to celebrate the fantastic achievements of our local businesses after what has been an incredibly challenging year for so many of us. It's a testimony to all of those nominated who've not only managed to survive this pandemic, but have continued to excel. A huge well done to everyone. We're really pleased to be able to show our support by sponsoring an award this evening, and particularly one which recognises the green agenda. This is something which is very close to our hearts at West Thames, as it's a key part of how we behave as an employer, but it's also about the training and education we provide in this essential area. We will all have seen the significant focus on green skills as part of economic recovery, and here at West Thames we want to ensure that we're an integral part of that solution. For those of you that don't know us, we're the only FE college in Hounslow, with our main campus in Isleworth and our Skills and Logistics Centre in Feltham. We provide education and training to around 6,000 students every year, aged 14 and upwards. We work very closely with a range of partners, including employers, the local community, and of course with Sally, Alan and the team at the Chamber. In fact, not only are the Chamber based at West Thames College, Alan was actually a former student of the college, and I was delighted when I was made a patron of the Chamber earlier in the year. We have a strong relationship which stretches back several years. The Chamber has helped us to forge, nurture and build relationships with employers, whilst we've provided a steady pipeline of work-ready students for the Chamber and other local organisations. We work together on local projects and have a new one in the pipeline as we speak. Finally, I'd just like to say thank you to the Chamber for inviting us to be part of the celebrations, and good luck to all of the nominees.
Thank you so much, Tracy. As I say, it's lovely. It's lovely to hear such such kind words from everybody. It's very special. Right, next up is a recorded message from Abby Pektar of Magenta Security, who are celebrating their 25th anniversary this year. So well done to Magenta, and over to the pre-recording.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Abby Pektar, and I am the Managing Director of multi-award-winning Magenta Security Services Limited. We're a Hounslow-based company that offers security services to government departments, local authorities and private businesses throughout the UK. We're also heavily involved in corporate social responsibility and environmental initiatives. Over the last 25 years, we've helped hundreds of projects to achieve their goals. Currently, we're involved with some projects within the borough of Hounslow that require training to children in primary and secondary schools on how to avoid knife crime, as well as avoiding bullying, understanding bullying, and making sure it's reported to the correct people. These projects are provided by the Police Communities Charity, and we're helping them along the way. Making a difference is part of Magenta's ethos. We're in business to try and make a difference, whether that's with local, national, or international communities within the projects that we work. We try to educate other companies in how to achieve their goals, no matter how great or small. We're involved with these awards because we think it's a great way of showcasing the excellent work that's been done by companies within the area. And therefore, I'd like to thank the organisers of these awards. I'd also like to congratulate all the finalists, as well as all the winners of tonight's awards. Thank you.
Okay.
It's over to you, Alan.
So thank you very, very much for that. Our next guest is who's going to say a few words is Ray Singh from Russell Finex. Please switch your camera on and say a few words, please, Ray. Thank you. From a recording, I believe.
Russell Finex are sieving and filtration machinery manufacturers based in Feltham. We manufacture and supply products to a wide range of industries, ranging from the top-end food and pharmaceutical companies all the way through to the treatment of wastewater. You'll be familiar with many of the products that we're involved in, which are day-to-day things that people use, such as bread, chocolate, whiskey, ready meals, and we were even involved in the manufacture of the ventilators which were produced for the NHS. Our customers range from small family-run businesses all the way through to the blue-chip giants such as AstraZeneca and Pfizer, who you'll all be familiar with because they've been involved in the development of the vaccine for COVID-19. We've been in business for 85 years now and have a unique ownership structure where the company is owned by its own pension fund. This means that all employees working for the company get a final salary pension scheme, which is fully non-contributory, which means that the company pays all of the premiums for that pension scheme. All employees also get a profit sharing bonus paid annually to them. We're proud to be sponsors for these awards tonight. The Chamber of Commerce has always been there and available for giving guidance and help whenever we've needed it on any kind of matter. Alan and Sally are a great resource, so I would highly recommend that you all use them and get whatever help you can from them, because you'll find it very, very valuable and they're very, very easy people to work with. The awards tonight are a recognition for people's hard work and companies who have done very, very well. And anybody who picks up a highly commended award or is in fact a winner of one of the categories is a great achievement for them, and also can be used for fantastic PR work to help propel their business up to the next level. I'd like to finish off by wishing everybody the best of luck with their entries tonight, and good luck and God bless.
Thank you very much indeed, Ray. Thank you for those words. We should have Alan on the screen, because we're going to go back to another 5 award presentations. Where are you, Alan? What's happened to you?
There we go.
Well done.
I'm getting there. I was unable to start, but I've turned myself on now. Hooray!
Off button.
Ray, what fantastic words about one of the Feltham's most cherished, longest valued, and a reminder of the industrial heart of our borough. And your global success is never unnoticed across our borough. You're a much loved company. Thank you very much for your words. So here we go, on for another 5 awards. The best entrepreneur is to be awarded by Eva Kivett from Charter Place. If you can please turn your camera on, Eva, I'll read through who the finalists are. So we have LG Planning Limited, Testanium Limited, So Fresh Kitchen, Beauty Bar, Makesworth Accountants, One Golf Club, Magenta Security Services, HR Department Ealing, and 2K Tiger. The 3 shortlisted companies are, drum roll, and it pops up, are 2K Tiger, Kingfisher Sec, and Woodnet Lifestyles with Magenta Security Services. Can you all please turn your cameras on? And I see most of you have, some of you have, all of you have. And I'll pass over to Eva, if she can please open the envelope and read through.
Thank you so much, Alan, and very exciting times. Good luck with everyone, to deliver the growth in a year like this. We have been, the situation has to be unique to launch a new business this year, and you have to be bold, you have to be determined, and both are the characteristics of this entrepreneur who we honor tonight. So, without further ado, drum roll, like Alan said. The winner is Ash Sanjibam from Kingfisher Sec and Woodnet Lifestyle Limited.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well done, Ash. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. I'm very humble and honored. Really appreciate it. I understand it has been a very difficult year for all of us, both in business and personal, but the determination to stay positive and execute new ideas within means was always been a mantra through the start. And I must say that it hasn't been easy, but just like to say a huge thank you to everyone that got involved within this journey and where we are today. And a massive thank you also to the Kingfisher Security family. They supported me all along the way so I could diversify my mind into creating this new business on the run. So thank you, everyone, and wish you all a very happy and a safe Christmas.
Well said, Ash. Thank you very, very much. In a year to be sanitized, you produce the products.
Thank you.
So now we're going to move on to the next category, one close to my own heart, is the best exporter of the year. And we are really pleased to have managed to import in from deepest Surrey, Gary Hayes, International Trade Manager of Surrey Chambers, who's able to be with us. Thank you, Gary. I can see you've turned your camera on. And we work very closely with Gary via the West London Export Club, offering our clients a sizable discount. What's this? Sizable, Sally, we've got a mistake here. It says sizable discount on export documentation. That can't be right. As an ex-DIT UKTI government trade officer, this is my area of expertise. So please feel free to ask me anything about exporting, especially Brexit. But to move on, the 2 finalists in this category that we came to are SKS Group and our well-known Russell Finex. Can you both please turn your cameras on? Ray and Paul from SKS. This is where somebody in the background is looking desperately to try and find Paul.
Well, in the meantime, I will just say that Surrey Chambers of Commerce are delighted to be working with Hounslow Chamber and the West London local chambers in supporting them with their documentation and all things international trade. 2020 has been an extremely challenging year for businesses. not with just the COVID, but also preparing for the impending changes with Brexit. And we look forward to working with Hounslow, West London Chambers, and any other businesses in West London in 2021. So it leaves me to open the envelope. So the best exporter of the year. So this trailblazing company exports and travels to some of the toughest export markets, including Africa, South America, Middle East, including Asia, and after trading for over 50 years, they are still family run. And the winner is SKS Group.
Wow, congratulations, Paul. Well done, superb, and very well deserved.
Thank you, Alan. That means so much to us. We have a great team at SKS. It goes to them as well as me, and as well as my wife, who supports me all the way.
Behind every good man, there's a thumbs up. Yes. Love the group.
It's wonderful. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much.
So, Sally, over to you for the Best Green Award, our evergreen Sally Smith.
Oh, I do love your comments, Alan. I'm looking a bit yellow this evening, but hey, I'm rather enjoying the soft light. That's making me look an awful lot better. Right, the best green business. This is sponsored by West Thames College, and we're really pleased that our landlord, West Thames College, has sponsored the Green Award, and that Tracy Orrs, Principal of West Thames College, is with us to present the award for Best Green Business. So Tracy, please turn on your camera. Excellent, lovely to see you. Thank you for your words earlier. I got quite moved. That was really lovely, thank you. The finalists are, let me have a look. Okay, LG Planning Limited, Dan House Security Limited, Coolo, One Golf Club, Magenta Security Services, Chiswick Park Enjoy Work, Russell Finex, Clayton Hotel Chiswick, EWA Control Limited, The Kettle Shed. The three on the shortlist are Chiswick Park Enjoy Work, Magenta Security Services, and Russell Finex. So if all three of you could turn on your cameras. Oh, excellent, I can see Enjoy Work. Gosh, you're all getting so good at this. That's brilliant. Right, over to you, Tracy.
Thank you, Sally, and good luck to all of the nominees. So the Best Green Business. In a tough field of 10 applicants, there was one outstanding winner. This company is celebrating 25 years. Yay! It's now nationwide and is celebrating this year being carbon neutral. And the winner is Magenta Security Services. That's great.
That's great. Thank you very much. It's great to win awards, but it's great to do the work that we do, and the satisfaction we get from being able to do all the environmental stuff that we are doing is testament to the Magenta Security and all of the employees within the company who go that extra mile to do what we do. Thank you.
Well done, Abby. Having been to your office and seen the foyer, seen your trophy cabinet in the foyer, there's another one for the cabinet.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Excellent. I think it's now over to Alan for the next award.
Okay, thank you very much, Sally. So we're moving on to the Best Micro and Small Company. There was such a strong field for the contenders that we've decided to split the award in this instance and give two awards because we can. One for the Best Micro Company and one for the Best Small Company. Can Ash Sanjaman from Kingfisher Sec Woodnet Lifestyles turn your camera on, please, to present the award for the Best Micro Company. The finalists are London Counselling Practice Limited, LG Planning Limited, IE Energy Partnership, Sadia Barlow Photography, Testanium Limited, So Fresh Kitchen, Hearing Well, Thames Bank Credit Union, HR Department Ealing, Back Heathrow, Insightful Images, Serendipity International Limited, 2K Tiger, The Kettle Shed and Radanks. The shortlisted companies are Insightful Images, London Counselling Practice and So Fresh Kitchen. Please turn on your cameras and over to you, Ash.
Sorry, Alan. Can the host just enable my video, please? It says unable to start video.
What's the category? Micro business.
Thank you, and good evening, everyone. Right, the envelopes here. I'm going to open this up for the best micro company. Right, so against a strong field of 17 companies, the judges felt that the Micro Company Award, part of this category, should go to this company who provide the right therapy with local people need during lockdown and to cope with the challenges caused by working from home. And the winner is London Counselling Practice Limited.
Congratulations. And over to you, Sally.
Okay, now this might be where there's a glitch. We are expecting to have Paul Kennelly with us to present the best small company at the second award in this category. Is Paul with us? Oh, brilliant, you are, because Paul is coming all the way from...
Indeed.
So
I was
excellent.
shortlisted for it, but I didn't want it.
Good to see you. What time is it with you? Is it around 8 in the morning?
It is 8 o'clock in the morning. It's a lovely sunny morning. It's about 80 degrees outside, and I'm sorry to bring you that good news.
Can you export some of it here, Paul?
Yeah.
Willingly. But perhaps you might export some rain back to us, because we could do with some.
Well, yes. It's lovely to see you. Having emailed quite a lot recently, it's great to see you. Excellent. Right. The two companies on the shortlist for the small company of the year are Danhouse Security Limited and Cranford Opticians. Over to you, Paul, to... oh, sorry, can you turn your cameras on? I'm getting too excited seeing Paul all the way in New Zealand. So is Danhouse Security there? And I know Cranford Opticians are. If they could turn their cameras on. We have to make a little joke. Alan, you've got jokes. Come on.
Oh, we can always talk about the weather in New Zealand.
Well, perhaps
Neil, I'm liking the dicky bow. Well done, you. Cranford Opticians, where are they? Maybe they've gone off to... Oh, here they go. Here they go. Brill. Excellent. Well done. Okay, over to you, Paul.
Thank you. Now, opening the envelope. Let us see. But just before I do this, may I say on behalf of the Lord Lieutenant of Greater London, how much he really appreciates all that you and Alan and the team have been doing. He asked me especially to say thank you. Let me have said that. Now, announce the best small company. Goes to a company who employs 145 staff, specialising in manned guarding solutions across West London with a golden reputation. The winner is Danhouse Security Limited.
Hey.
Well done. I apologise about my date versus yours.
And a special award for the best dressed.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Well
Thank
done.
you all.
Neil from Danhouse also works with the Treaty Centre, supplying their security service. So thank you for keeping us all safe, which is great.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Right. Alan, over to you.
Okay, thank you very much, Sally. Congratulations to Neil. So, we're going to have a short break now and hear from one of our sponsors. As we said earlier, we cannot afford to do the services we normally do without their support. During this pandemic, as a chamber, we've stepped up to the plate, doing what a chamber should do, offering support and helping our business and members or even non-members. so long as we can help the business community. We are here to help. I'm really pleased to introduce Dane Turbett, Senior Vice President of Dell EMC. Can you please roll the video for them? Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm delighted to be here with you and to be part of the Hounslow Chamber Business Awards this year. My name is Dane Turbett. I'm the Senior Vice President and General Manager of Dell Technologies. Many of you will know us as the building with the big clock tower as you drive down the M4. If you aren't familiar with Dell Technologies and our presence in the UK, we are one of the largest technology providers in our market at around $4 billion and employing over 3,000 people. Our mission is to support our clients to address their most pressing challenges and to show them how technology can make human progress possible. We are delighted to be part of tonight's virtual award ceremony, supporting the London Borough of Hounslow and building an ecosystem of businesses throughout the boroughs where we all work and where some of us live. We have been part of the infamous Golden Mile for over 20 years here at Dell Technologies, and I'm looking forward to seeing how we can partner with more businesses to make West London the place to be. Good luck to all the finalists tonight, especially the tech business, and I'm looking forward to the evening. Thank you.
Talking away and I'm muted. I was going to say that was a bit slick, but I'd expect nothing less from Dell Technologies. And now to hear from Ava Kivett of Charter Place, which is another pre-recorded message.
Hello and good evening, everyone. I'm Eva Kivett from Charter Place at Hounslow. What an evening it has been. I'm sure many of you, many of us did not expect to spend it in our home at the comfort of our home and looking at the screens, but it has been so fantastic. And well done to all the winners so far. And Chamber of Commerce, you have done incredible well of pulling this kind of event together under those difficult circumstances. Charter Place, located on London Road next to the big bus station. We are delighted to anyone who has not yet had an opportunity to tour us, to tour you around in our amenities, talk to you about our service offering and show you an example of our apartments that are truly fantastic. And I have to say, I'm incredibly lucky and privileged to work with such a dedicated team who are so driven to drive a difference, to drive the community and truly make every resident feel like home in Charter Place. So this is not just my words, and these are the words that I read from our reviews that are an independent reviews from our providers. And thanks to those reviews, we have been nominated as #1 place to live in West London in 2020. So well done, everyone. And obviously, it doesn't look like the community feel stops at Charter Place, and Hounslow has got incredibly rich and fantastic community, and the companies that I see here tonight from such a vast variety and such a variation. So it's very exciting to be part of such a rich and lovely community as Hounslow. And anyone who is interested of collaborating in the future, thinking that we can work together and help each other out in the future, please don't be shy and reach out to either me or Lucy, who's the community manager, so we would be able to see if we can collaborate in the future. And I have to say, it's been an incredibly tough year for everyone. So every single nominee this year who has delivered what they've delivered and achieved what they've achieved, I'm sure it hasn't been easy, but it has been truly rewarding, and well done and congratulations to everyone again, and good luck to anyone who is yet to be nominated. Thank you.
That's lovely. Thank you so much for those words, Ava. I have been lucky enough and have gone round Charter Place. So please do check it out. It really is state of the art. And to my mind, this is how Hounslow should look. So as I say, please do check it out. Right, I think it's over to Alan for some more award presentations.
I just need the host to turn my video on.
We knew there'd be a few glitches on the night.
Here we go.
Here you go.
Here we go. Hooray, I got there. Okay, thank you very much, Sally. Now, moving on hotly, 5 more awards to come up fast. Next is the Best New Business. So opening the envelope will be Abby Pector from Magenta Security Services. Can you please turn your camera on? The finalists this year are Woodnet Lifestyles Limited, JSD Foods Limited, The Pages of West London, Atrium Hotel Heathrow, 2K Tiger, Radanks Limited, and Venture X Chiswick Park. Those highly commended are, drumroll, the Atrium Hotel, Woodnet Lifestyles, and Venture X Chiswick Park. So, Abby, are you ready to open the envelope and reveal all?
Yes, I have the envelope in my hand. I'm very pleased to be given this award for Best New Business. Everyone said it's been a very tough year, so to set up a new business in this climate is quite an achievement. And I'm going to open the envelope now to see who's won the award. So in a very, very tough year, the judges, after much debate and review of many entries, could not ignore the standout uniqueness of this product that has helped sanitize us all. The winner is Woodnet Lifestyles. Congratulations, Ash. Well done.
Well done, Ash. I thought my little pun in the write-up there would get you to understand who the winner was going to be before he said the name. Your face gave it all away.
Thank you.
Congratulations. So, Sally, over to you.
Okay, the next award is for the best retailer. And for that, we have Janet Leatherland, who is on our advisory board of the Hounslow Chamber and also is the manager of the Treaty Centre. So, Janet, can you turn on your camera, please? Brilliant.
Hello.
Have we still got the little dog Ruby with us, or has she gone out? We all just have to say hello to Ruby. We once held a meeting. Oh Lord, I hope
everyone whistle for Ruby.
Hang on.
Because we held a meeting once at West Thames College, and the dog came too, and I was terrified because I'm sure dogs aren't allowed. And she barked every time everybody went by, and it was very creaky. Sorry, I always have to have a shot of
Sorry.
Lovely. Right, I shall get serious again now. There are just 3 finalists for this category, so please turn on your cameras when I read up your names. Hearing Well, Beauty Bar, and Cranford Opticians. Well, we know Cranford Opticians is here. We've seen quite a lot this evening. Brilliant. Is Deepak here from Hearing Well? And Beauty Bar. I'm sure there's Bal. I know that Deepak should be here. We'll wait a little. There we go. Brilliant. He is here. That's lovely. Right. Over to Janet to open the.
Well, here I am opening the envelope in an incredibly difficult year for retail. I feel sure that every retailer will want to see the back of 2020 and hope that 2021 brings a little bit more success. Being successful on our high streets in today's environment is not easy, but making the most of a gap in the market and utilising our chamber services has helped this company to be the deserved winner of this award with one of the borough's top VIPs as a customer. And the winner is Hearing Well. Congratulations, well done. Brilliant.
That's it.
That's brilliant, and I have to admit, I'm actually I'm one of Deepak's clients, but I did not influence the judges. In fact, I went to him after the judgings that took place in September, and I really can vouch for the service. It is second to none. So thank you so much. Thank you. And also, I can now hear, which.
Pardon?
Don't start. Thank you very much. Right.
Thank
Alan,
you.
over to you.
Okay, great. Thank you very much for that. What a superb prize to win. So that takes us into the best security business, cyber and physical. Chris Durkin, chairman of our chamber at the moment, is ready, and he's turned his camera on, bang on tune. Look at this. Let me read through who the finalists are. We have Kingfisher SEC, Testanium Limited, Dan House Security Limited, Magenta Security Services, and SPSC UK Limited. Shortlisted are Dan House Security Limited, Kingfisher SEC, and Magenta Security Services. Please turn on your cameras, please. And over to you, Chris. I can see we have Ash. I can see we have Neil. That means we just need Magenta with their big banners behind them. Yes, there they are. Hey. So over to you, Christopher Durkin.
Good evening, everybody, and a warm welcome, and I hope you're all enjoying the awards. The Chinese have a saying, which is, may you live in interesting times. And I think we are living in interesting and challenging times. And under those circumstances, as the chair, I do have to say, apart from thank you for everybody to joining us and all the rest of it, I am really proud of the people who have organised these awards tonight. And I would like to say much love to Sally, Lisa and Jerry, and very best wishes to Alan and the Chamber Board for organising this event. And now it is my great pleasure to open the envelope for Best Security Business. In 12 years, this company has seen continued growth and now directly employs up to 100 staff who have developed an excellent reputation across the borough. And the winner is Kingfisher Security Sec.
Thank you so much.
And over to you, Sally.
Okay. Right, the next award is for the best tech business, and that is going to be presented by Dane Turbett of Dell Technologies. Dell are never going to let us down, are they? So thank you, Dane. Right, the finalists are Testanium Limited, Consolidated Logistic Services Limited, Serendipity Int Limited, EWA Control Limited, Intellicasa Limited, and that is it. Brilliant. Okay. Right. The highly commendeds are Consolidated Logistics Services, Intellicasa, and Serendipity. Could you please turn your cameras on? I can see that Feroz is there from CLS. Have we got Intellicasa? And have we got Serendipity? Looking not too hopeful at the moment, but I'm sure they're working behind the scenes, scurrying around, trying to find those names. Calling Intellicasa and Serendipity. Okay, I'm thinking that we haven't got them. So Dane, do you want to open the envelope, please?
Certainly, Sally. So first of all, congratulations to you and the team for putting on a great awards ceremony this evening, and congratulations to all the winners tonight. I'm super excited to be giving the Tech Award. As you know, it's been a crazy year for everybody, and I think without technology, we wouldn't be doing much these days. And I certainly hope, Sally, that you're one of our clients. If not, let me talk to you about your laptop. Definitely can help you with that. So the winner I have here for the Tech Award company, the best tech business, is the smart tech company has doubled its turnover in the last 3 years and could be coming soon to a home near you. With strong sales across Europe and the Middle East also, we congratulate you, and the award goes to Intellicasa. Thank you, guys. Congratulations.
Brilliant. Some happy people there. That's what we like to see.
And the prize for the most enthusiastically received also goes to Intellicasa.
Super. Thank you so much, Dane, as well. And I do use Dell products. I shouldn't say that, but I do. Lovely.
Well, anybody needs any help with that, let me know. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Also, I want to thank Jane Jones from Dell, who is incredible. She works so tirelessly behind the scenes, and she really gets things done. So, you know, yeah, well done to Jane as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Jane keeps me sane and keeps us on the right track.
Right. I think it's over to you again, Alan.
I can equal that. Sally keeps me sane as well, I should also say, and on the right track.
Oh my God, good grief. I shall add to it.
Okay, so a very important award next, Employer of the Year. And an equally important person is Carol Sam to give it. Carol, I can see you put your camera on. Thank you very much. The finalists are Beauty Bar, Koalo, Consolidated Logistics Services Limited, Dan House Security, and Fast Signs of Hammersmith. Highly commended, and please turn your cameras on, are Koalo, Dan House Security, and Fast Signs Hammersmith. And I'll now pass over to Carol to open the envelope, if you can, please.
Yeah. Yes. Good evening, everyone. Congratulations all. So, Employer of the Year. Seen organic growth of 70% over the last 3 years, and with new business driven through recommendations, this company now employs 145 staff. So we congratulate you with this award, and the winner is Dan House Security Limited.
Yay! Congratulations.
Fantastic. Love the dance, rotating tie. Wonderful.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
No more. Our pleasure. Our pleasure. Much deserved. Much deserved.
Cheers to all as well.
Oh, well done.
Oh.
Cheers.
Mine's going to come later. Brilliant. In our running script, it says it's Alan's meant to be saying over to you, Sally, but I don't think it is me. I think it's you, Alan.
Okay, so that was a rugby ball going back and forwards, was it?
Absolutely. Yeah, I made a mistake. Oh dear.
Okay. Or should I say a cricket ball?
Yep. Absolutely.
Right. Now we're going to move on to another interlude. We are really pleased to have tonight's special guest, the fantastic, multi-talented Mark Ramprakash, in conversation with James Green. I'm sure Mark will cover his exploits on the pitch and on the dance floor. If you'd like to put any questions, please push them through to Mark on the Q&A button. Over to you.
Hey there. Hi, everyone. Good evening, and thank you, Alan and Sally, and the entire Hounslow team for a brilliant job putting the events on today. We're delighted to be supporting the event, and I'm here with my colleague James Green, and we're looking forward to interviewing our very special guest, Mark Ramprakash. At 2K Tiger, we love organising events. We never thought we'd be organising something like this today. A year ago, when we kind of joined the chamber, if you explained we'd be doing this, we wouldn't have believed you. It's a real pleasure to be here. A big thank you as well to our team, and particularly Sean Hunter, who's put in a lot of work and hours to make this event so good. In terms of meeting Mark, so I first met Mark several years ago, and we're very lucky to become good friends since. We've played quite a bit of golf together, we've done a few dinners, and even played some cricket together at Lord's, which was a real pleasure. So what can I say about Mark before I bring him in? Well, Mark's the kind of person we really shouldn't like too much. He's super talented at cricket. We know how good he is there. He won Strictly Come Dancing on his first attempt. He's quite a favourite with the ladies. And even on the golf course, he got a hole-in-one the first time I played with him. And he regularly hits the ball about 30 yards past me, and usually with his 3-wood when I hit my driver. So we shouldn't really like him, but it's hard not to. The more time you spend with him, the more you realise what a quality person he is. He's a great guy, he's a great friend, and we're delighted to have him here. If you've got any questions, please put them in the Q&A. we will try and get to as many as we can. If you'd like to vote the questions up, then we'll know which ones to ask. So over to my colleague James for the Q&A with Mark. Thank you.
Is Mark there?
I am here. I'm definitely here.
There you are. There you are.
There. I'm definitely there.
Oh, good, Mark. Good. Look, thank you so much for joining us. Absolute pleasure. How did you like the video?
What an introduction that was. That is without doubt the best intro I've ever had. Mads, thank you. There's a tear in my eye.
Pleasure.
And as for the video, yes, some good tech stuff there. So yeah, it was nice to see those memories. And mind you, I still cringe whenever I watch myself on the dance program. I really cringe. I struggle with that because it was such a nerve-wracking experience. You know, I mean, the training was great fun. You know, Monday to Friday, but performance days on a Saturday, very, very nerve-wracking. Live TV, anything can happen.
Was it more nerve-wracking than playing cricket?
Without a doubt. I mean, cricket, at least I had some idea of what I was meant to be doing. With dancing, of course, you know, you can go on the floor and you mean to put your left foot forward, but your right goes forward. You know, anything can happen, and you throw in the mix of the anxiety and the nerves because in the show that I was in 2006, all those years ago, it was filmed at Shepherd's Bush, BBC. We had a live audience of probably about 300 people in the studio. And then, of course, you know, there was however many millions watching on TV. So, you know, it was very, very easy to make mistakes. And of course, for an amateur who, you know, you've got no real idea of what you're doing, it's hard to recover when you do make a mistake. But luckily, my partner, Curran, you know, she shoved me into position and helped me get round in one piece.
Well, you just described the hokey pokey to me. It was right foot out, in out. I knew that one. I wouldn't be able to do the salsa. Now, Mark, I met you for the first time about 6 months ago on the golf course. To everybody out there, I'm probably at the level below a beginner, which is probably when people should walk away and quit the sport. But Mark, on the other hand, isn't. And Mark, what I learned about you very quickly was how competitive you are, how much of a perfectionist you are. After every swing of the golf club, you're analysing your swing. I've honestly never seen anything like it. And I was walking away that day going, that's why he's so particular about his stuff. That's why he's so good at what he did. Is this something you were born with?
Well, I started cricket, you know, very young, 3-4 years old. My dad would bowl to me. We used to have a long concrete driveway and we'd play out there for hours. And so I got into the cricket that way, like most kids. I played a bit of football at school, and yes, I was competitive with the football as well. I remember occasion though, I mean, I loved football and cricket, and I sort of used to play both up to about the age of 15. And then I was asked to play for Watford under 15s, and we went over to London Colney to play Arsenal under 15s. And we lost 7-0, and I was playing central defence. So that probably told me that I should concentrate on my cricket career. Yeah, probably a good thing. But you know, in later years, I've found golf, and I absolutely love it. I never played when I was a cricketer. I never played golf because after playing 4 days of cricket, the last thing I wanted to do was walk around a golf course. But lots of the cricketers love it. But more when I became a coach, that's when I went around with the other coaches and played. And of course, we've been very lucky, you know, working with the England side for 5.5 years. We went round to different countries like Australia, South Africa, the Caribbean, played in some wonderful golf courses. And I've got the bug. I mean, the great thing about golf, of course, you know, if you play a bad shot, you don't have to go and sit down for the rest of the day like you do at cricket. You know, you can continue to play bad shots, but for 18 holes. So, you know, that is a nice thing as well.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me about that. Now, for anybody out there who doesn't know as much about Mark, maybe I just wanted to read out a few stats. Now, Mark played 52 tests for England, scoring 2 centuries, 18 one-day internationals, but remarkably played 461 first-class games, 114 centuries, 147 50s at an average of over 53, which, by the way, is utterly remarkable. But it's not as remarkable as this that I found out. And I'd forgotten this myself. Mark, you bowled and you got 4 Test wickets and 4 ODI wickets. First question, were you underrated as a bowler and should you have bowled more?
Well, I normally came on when the opposition were about 450 for 3. That's when I was asked to bowl. And in terms of the 4 wickets that I got, I always say to people, look, I just happened to be bowling when that batsman got out. I can't take any sort of credit. There was one very unlucky West Indian batsman who in Guyana, I happened to be bowling. I bowled a short long hop. I bowled off spin, but non-turning off spin. And I bowled a bit of a long hop short ball and he smacked it straight to Phil Tufnell at square leg, who normally would be just having a chat with the umpire and not paying any attention at all. And not the best fielder either, but he managed to cling on to it. So Court Tufnell bowled Ramprakash has to be the most unlucky batsman in world cricket, I'd say.
Yeah, you're probably right, to be honest. You could have told us I was a magic bowler and we'd have all probably nodded and gone, oh, wow. But what was it about batting, really, that you enjoyed so much?
I think it's a love of the game. You know, I developed a love of the game. As a kid, I had a lot of play. So in the long concrete driveway with my dad. Then we moved house when I was about 9 years old and we had a garden. I used to play with my dad in the garden, played a little bit at school in the playground. And when we moved house, I joined a local club. And that was crucial because I got to play for a boys team there. And I got put forward for a trial, a Middlesex under-11 trial. And I got naught in the trial. But I somewhat redeemed myself with my bowling. I bowled 2 overs, no wickets for 24 runs.
See, I told you, the bowling.
So it wasn't the best trial, but I got asked to winter training and I got some really good coaching. There was an ex-player from Middlesex who played in the 60s and he used to come to the nets immaculate in his whites, slicked back, sort of grey, brill creamed hair. And, you know, he was a really lovely man, very patient with the youngsters. And he kind of, you know, gave me a few tips and those stayed with me for the rest of my career, really. And like I say, I developed a love of the game. Sometimes when you become a professional, you can lose that love of the game because there's, suddenly you know, if you play well or you don't, it can affect the size of your pay packet. And that's quite serious. So I think a lot of professionals or young guys, when they become a professional, that's a different type of pressure to handle. But if you can retain that sort of love of what you're doing, pursuing excellence, you know, pursuing mastery of what you're trying to do, that sort of motivation is the best type of motivation to have, I think.
Absolutely. I know there's lots of questions coming in. We're going to get to them. I promise you we'll have plenty of time to try and ask Mark as many questions as possible. I've just got a few more to go through. By the way, just a note to everybody, you look fantastic. We've all probably dusted off all the dust from our jackets and I found a tie. I didn't even know I owned a tie anymore. Unbelievable, but great work to get this on. Mark, now for many of us on the call, I'm sure when we were younger, at some point in our chosen sport, we all thought, oh, wouldn't it be great to represent our country one day? Now you've got to do that. Can you tell us and try and describe into some sort of words what it was like representing England for the first time?
Well, my debut was in 1991. I was 21 years old and it was up at Headingley. So a great ground, great traditions at Headingley. Of course, it was the scene of Ian Botham's famous Ashes in 1981 when he single-handedly beat the Aussies and turned the series around. And so 10 years later, I made my debut there. It was against a West Indian team that had a lot of good cricketers. And I'd seen these guys on TV and there I was suddenly selected to play against them. And that was really weird to sort of take guard. You know, as I walked out, I took guard and I looked around the field and there was Geoffrey Dujon, the West Indian wicketkeeper, Viv Richards, who was a great icon, Desmond Haynes, who I'd played a little bit with at Middlesex. And at the end, a very, very long way past the umpire was a fellow called Courtney Walsh. He was a long way away, I can tell you. Had a very long run up. And I had a little fella next to me at short leg called Gus Logie, but otherwise everyone else was behind me, which kind of told me that he wasn't looking to pitch the ball up, you know. But it was a very proud moment. The Yorkshire crowd at Headingley, very knowledgeable, very exciting. You've always got that hum of the crowd. We probably had, what, 20,000 in. Graham Gooch was the captain, who was a fantastic player and had huge respect for him. But, you know, as much as you enjoy it and you suddenly have given your jumpers and your cap, you know, it's a dream come true, of course, but you've got a game to play, and you have to try and concentrate on that. And I suppose being selected with the country, as much as it's amazing experience, it's great fun, and it also carries with it responsibility, and so you're aware that you want to try and do well. And cricket is a game where there are statistics, and it can be quite obvious whether you do well or you don't. So, you know, I guess, you know, there was pros and cons to it, but of course, it's everyone's dream. And then if you do well, there is nothing more satisfying than playing well for England, contributing to a team win. It's the best feeling in the world.
Now, you mentioned Australia briefly there. We saw a clip of you scoring 100 against Australia. I've got a couple of questions. Now, again, those of you who may be a bit new to cricket, England-Australia really is like the biggest rivalry in cricket. First of all, is that the pinnacle for you as a player to play in an Ashes? And second of all, was it your proudest moment to score 100 against the old enemy?
Yes, absolutely the proudest moment, because the Ashes is special. There's no doubt about it. The traditions between the two countries. I think most England cricketers would say that to play in an Ashes series is the ultimate. Now, that's no disrespect to all the other countries. You know, it's fantastic to play against anybody, really. But there is a special tradition that goes with the Ashes. So to finally get 100 against Australia, and of course, in that era, in the 90s and early 2000s, you know, they had a fantastic team, and they used to let you know that as well. They thought they were quite fantastic.
I was going to ask you about that. Obviously, maybe be careful what language you use, but,
yes,
you know, on the cricket field, we know that there are certain words that are said quite a lot now, in particular by the Australian team. What was it like to be sledged, and if you could keep it as clean as possible, what sort of things did they say to you while you're out there batting?
Well, I was having a little think actually earlier today about, you know, what might crop up tonight, and I thought this might, and I actually, the couple of stories that I have, I actually can't say what was said. But look, I think when I played against India and Pakistan, you know, there was a bit of chat around the bat, but I couldn't really understand what they were saying. When I played against the West Indies, well, I wasn't in long enough to kind of get sledged. But against Australia, it was nothing particularly intelligent. I mean, by definition, you know, they're Australians, right? So, you know, but they
any Australians on this, by the way.
Well, you know, but they were a great side actually, and they dominated world cricket for well over 10 years. And Shane Warne in particular, and Glenn McGrath, that have fantastic records. And of course, like all great players, not only did they possess great skill, but they were great competitors, and they would use any avenue that was available to them to try and get on top, whether that was psychologically or, you know, whether it was through their skill in how they were bowling. So, you know, those two were not slow to let you know what they thought of you, particularly when you arrived at the wicket, that's for sure.
What about you? Were you ever a sledger? Did you ever have a few choice words for any batsmen coming out? I can't imagine it myself, but, you know, maybe surprises.
Well, you know, sometimes when in Rome, you have to, it's tricky because you have to be yourself, but at the same time, you also, the opposition need to they need to know that you're also in the battle and you're not going to back off. And there were times where I had a discreet word or two. Of course, now they've got these stump microphones, so you have to be very careful about what you say, and and how close you are to the wicket. So it's kind of changed cricket to some degree, because when I played and before that, you know, a lot was said, but it was deemed part of the game, and something that you had to deal with. Of course, you know, sometimes, you know, things got said and they went over the line, but by and large, it was an element of the game, that psychological element of the game, where two teams are going at it, two competitors are going at it, and you have to be able to withstand that.
Absolutely. Now, I know I've seen loads of questions come up, so I'm going to be really quick. I'm going to ask you a couple more.
Okay.
Back onto Strictly, I've got to ask you. Now,
Yeah.
I know you touched upon it at the start, but you won Series 4. You said, oh, I wasn't any good. You were unbelievable on Strictly. So did you dance as a kid? Was there any, you know, within the cricket community, were you known as like the king of the dance floor, or was it something you'd grown up doing?
No, I mean, I don't play any musical instrument. I've never been particularly musical. Look, you know, I think when I started in the late 80s with Middlesex, you know, Mike Gatting was our captain, and, you know, Mike was somebody who encouraged people to play hard on and off the field. And in county cricket, we had this schedule that used to mean we would often finish a match on a Saturday, and then start a new game, a one-day game on a Sunday, but it would normally be a 2 o'clock start. So therefore, that allowed us to perhaps have a meal and maybe you know, have a little look around the cities we were in. So you know, he encouraged that, and we felt it was good for team spirit. So I went into the odd nightclub or here and there, but no, in terms of the dancing, I mean, I never forget when I first met Curran Hardy. The lady I danced with, I went into a studio in North London, and the cameras were rolling, and they filmed us meeting for the first time. And she took me through a few steps of cha-cha-cha, and she said, "Now look, I want you to count the music." So I said, "All right, count the music." She said, "Yeah, just count the music." So I went, "Right, okay." So the music went, and we were, you know, and I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So she just burst out laughing. We, you know, count bars of 8. It's music. Like I'm meant to know that, you know. So yeah, that led to a lot of Mickey taking. But I mean, she was great fun. I always say to people that I had a great time on Strictly, but it was down to the fact that I was partnered with Curran, because she was a great coach, and I was a bit, you know, shy and unsure and a bit reserved for 4 days, and she relentlessly took the mick out of me. And in the end, I had to decide, well, look, what am I going to do here? Am I just going to take it, or am I going to give a bit back? And when I went back at her, you know, she said, "Oh, that's when I started to loosen up." And you kind of, you know, dancing is more for extroverts. I mean, Darren Gough, of course, was on the previous year, and he's a very extrovert guy. You put the spotlight on him and he comes alive, whereas, you know, I wasn't really like that. But she somehow got me to relax and enjoy it.
So quickly, what was worse, the Curran giving you stick and taking a mick out of you, or Shane Warne taking a mick out of you when you went onto the crease?
No, I mean, Shane was pretty basic, let's be honest. So I think Curran definitely gets that one.
Well, Mark, look, you shared some amazing stories, as always a pleasure for me to chat to you. Now, I'm going to bring my colleague Nyle in. He's been monitoring the chat, and he's going to drop some questions your way, because I think there was quite a few questions coming up, if I'm not mistaken. I've actually, before Nyle comes on, because I've just seen one myself, so I'll just start us off while he gets prepared. I've seen one from Deborah. That Deborah asks, Mark, how have you spent lockdown?
Well, what have I done in lockdown? Yeah, I mean, it was tricky times, wasn't it, for everyone, really? And I joined Harrow School in January as the director of cricket, and we then closed March 19th, and I was put on furlough, and you know, I didn't go back to the school until September, so we lost 21 fixtures for cricket, and you know, I was just pretty much at home. So I was doing a little bit of chipping, golf chipping in my back garden, trying to do a little bit of reading, but I kind of felt like I lost purpose. I couldn't go to the gym, and I lost a bit of structure. So I kind of struggled really. But my two daughters, one of them is 23, and she's doing an LPC, further year of legal training, and so she's still had focus. But unfortunately, my 18-year-old, she suffered with the shambles of the A-level results and the algorithm and all of that sort of stuff. So it's been very tough for young people, and I don't include myself in that. Yeah, so tricky times.
Yeah, well, we spent a bit of time on the golf course, didn't we, Mark?
Yes, yes, which was always very enjoyable.
It's always good fun. So that was fantastic. I mean, it's always a pleasure listening to the stories and hearing your experiences. We've got some fantastic questions from the audience. I'm going to start with one from Alan, our host today, who's asking about how sport, like business and politics, is all about getting yourself in the right frame of mind. So how do you go about preparing yourself to perform at your best, particularly like on a long cricket tour?
Well, cricket, normally, so for a test match, cricket, you would have 2 days of practice before the match. And so you would really, you look to groove your game. So in terms of batting, you look to groove that in the net. So you probably face some bowlers, and then you might have someone throw a few or face a bowling machine. You'd look to do that, but you'd also look to what are the challenges that the opposition are going to present you? So they might have a left arm fast bowler, or they might have a leg spinner, and you try and replicate that in your practice as well, and make sure that you're very clear on your game plan to how you're going to play each bowler. Then, of course, there's the conditions. So you have a good look at the pitch, and you sort of think about, well, how's the pitch going to play? Is it bouncy? Is it going to spin? And you're trying to prepare yourself for that. Often later in my career, I would go out to the middle, spend a bit of time there, and just visualize facing each bowler and sort of almost rehearsing it, if you like. I also had some, things that I might say to myself, when I walked out to bat or when I was batting as well. I think, at the top level or any level, really, confidence and belief are so important, and you need to, sometimes you have to work at that, and a lot of top professionals work at their mental skills to make sure that they foster their confidence and belief. And I guess that transfers to business, politics, whatever you like.
Absolutely. We've now got a question from Councillor Shantanu, who's asking about how COVID's changed the world of sport. And if you're a young person in this generation growing up, what advice would you give them on dealing with the restrictions that are in place?
Well, it's tricky times, and to some degree, I wonder, and it depends how young we're talking about, but I wonder whether it's easier for young people than people who are over 25, say, because maybe they're not so entrenched in the norm. I think that the great cricketers that I've seen have been people who can learn quickly and adapt. And the advice I'd give for young people is, look, the world has changed, but if you're young, you can adapt, and young people I've been very inspired actually by the young people, in terms of the protests that have happened with fighting for equality and justice and fairness, but also climate change. I think young people have such potential, such energy. So I think if you are adaptable and open-minded, and young people normally are, then I think they're good to go.
Absolutely. Great advice there. We've got another question. We've got a question from Sandy about your hole-in-one, which what a day it was. Sandy's asking,
yes,
what course did you play and what club did you hit? So.
Well, how long have we got? But yes, no, it was at the Wisley on a grey day, and it was on a par 3. And I must say, and you'll remember this, but the flag was at the back of the green, and behind the flag at the back of the green there were some bushes. And I thought, right, I'll take one extra club. So I took a 6-iron. It was about 160 yards. I thought, right, I'll take one 6-iron, and I hit it pretty well, and I liked it straight off the club. And you've got that feeling of, oh yeah, and you've hit that pretty well. And then in the gloom, I kind of lost it. And then we heard this bang, and I thought, oh my God, I've hit it straight over the flag into the bushes. So I was pretty distraught. And then the chap we were playing with, the captain of Richmond.
Yeah, Jeremy Williams.
Jeremy, bless his cotton socks. He said, well, I think that may have gone in. I'm like, what? You know, and I said something that I can't say now, but I wasn't convinced. Yeah. And then it was James Taylor who walked up ahead of us and found the ball in the hole. So,
well, it was the 7th hole on the church course. It was a 6-iron from 167. I remember.
You got it.
And also, you come close on the 3rd hole. You'd hit it to about 4 feet. So you know you'd got some form doing that, and it was wonderful to see. And I was like, who is this guy? You know, cricketing legend, but the golf was just sensational. And you've got better since then, which is amazing, right? Don't know how you've done it, but you've got better since we played that time. So
well, it was. I mean, it's a lovely course, the Wisley, but of course, I mean, you know, I mentioned about the golf, and we're talking about playing the golf, but of course, it's the social as well. And I've come to realise, you know, that the club I belong to is very social, very friendly, and you know that's really a lot of why I enjoy golf as well.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, just one last question, and I hope you don't mind answering. This is from Simon Slee, who's asking how you got the nickname Blood Axe. So you don't have to answer if you don't want to.
It's funny because this crops up quite a lot, you know. Yes, it was Angus Fraser who gave me this nickname when I was probably about 19, early days on the Middlesex staff, and although I was always on time and well presented and practiced hard. There were times when I didn't take too well to being dismissed as a batsman, and it resulted in 1 or 2 sort of tantrums and bat throwing in the dressing room. So yes, he coined that phrase happily. It's taken 30 years, but I don't tend to react like that anymore.
Well,
sometimes on the golf course, sometimes.
I've seen you once lose your temper, but
yes, now and again.
That was good fun. Final question. I know we need to wrap it up here, but Neil Barham has asked which bowler you struggled against and which bowler did you feel like you owned, maybe had in your pocket? So.
Well, I can certainly think of many that I struggled against. But one comes to mind very, very quickly, and it's Courtney Walsh. If there was one bowler I could take out of my career, it would be him.
Yeah.
Very tall, difficult action, very quick, bowled long spells.
Yeah.
Always seemed to be bowling when I was batting. So he would be the one guy that I would take out. He was a fantastic performer. He was very, very difficult to face.
Yeah. Well, I remember him and Curtly Ambrose, absolute legends, weren't they?
Yeah, brilliant.
Fantastic. So, listen, thank you very, very much. It's been wonderful, James. Excellent job. Well done, guys.
Good to see you, James.
Thanks a lot. Over to you, Alan, Sally.
Thank you so much for that, Mark. Thank you. I hate to say it, I'm not a cricketer by any means, but I think I'm going to have to learn how the game works. You're charming, and thank you so much for being with us this evening.
Thank you.
I'm looking at all the questions in the chat box. There's an awful lot of cricketers out there. So thank you again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, now we go on to the rest of our awards. And as Alan had to write the cricketing link, as Mark would say, we have a boundary left of awards to go. For those like me who understand nothing, that means we've got four awards to go. All right. So first up, the next award is the Lifetime Achiever. We split this category up into an award for a Lifetime Achiever within a small company and one within a large company. The awards will be presented by our 2 local MPs, Ruth Cadbury, MP for Brentford and Isleworth, and Seema Malhotra for Feltham and Heston. could you both please turn your cameras on? I know that Ruth is with us, but I haven't seen Seema, but I'm sure she's out there. Yes, I can see she's there now, which is brilliant. So we just need Ruth, please, to turn your camera on. I know you're there, Ruth, because you've been WhatsApping me. Ruth, are you there? She only lives across the road. I could just run out and knock on her door.
Knock on her door, Sally. Knock on her door.
Excellent. Well done, Ruth. Brilliant. Right. So the finalists are Chiswick Park Enjoy Work, Beauty Bar, The Confident Voice, Consolidated Logistics Services Limited, Cranford Opticians, Magenta Security Services. Right, so yes, I think this time round, yes, please, can you all turn your cameras on, the 6 of you? So we're going to get a nice full screen, okay? Right, we've got Magenta, Chiswick Park Enjoy, well, yes, we've got Chiswick Park, Beauty Bar, are they there? CLS for Rose, where are you? I know you're out there, I've seen you. Also Cranford Opticians, we've seen you lots this evening. Maybe they've all scuttled off. Okay, I'll give them a few more minutes. We're calling, excellent, we've got Feroz, that's brilliant. We're looking for Beauty Bar. Yeah, we've got Cranford Opticians and we're now looking for Beauty Bar. Brilliant, we're all here. Well done, everybody, excellent. Right, Ruth, you're first up. Could you announce the Lifetime Achiever Award, please, within a large company?
Yes, Sally, I'd be delighted to. And I know it's been a really, really difficult year for so many businesses. And Hounslow is particularly badly hit because we're highly represented in 3 sectors that have been worst hit by the pandemic, with aviation, hospitality and the arts and creative sectors. So my heart goes out to all of those people here trying to keep their companies going, keep people in jobs, and try and look to the future. And of course, with Brexit, that makes things doubly uncertain. So well done to everybody. I am about to open the envelope. I have no idea who has won, but I'll find out. Only my glasses. Right, okay. So, right, the winner is, oh, fantastic. I was with her last week. Charlotte Bulger at Chiswick Park Enjoy Work.
Well done to you all, and well done to Chiswick Park. Yes, I'll be on the park also next week, so I'll come in to say hello to you. Congratulations. Right, next is Seema Malhotra, MP for Feltham and Heston, to open the envelope for the Lifetime Achiever within a small company. Over to you, Seema.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Sally. And it's been such a pleasure to join tonight and to see all the amazing businesses that have really had their story told tonight. And truly it's a story of Hounslow, of our really robust business community, how hard everyone has worked, what all the challenges have been this year as well. And that's for large businesses and small businesses alike. So I just want to join Ruth and everybody else in saying a thank you to everybody, and very much hoping that next year is going to be a much better year for everybody. Can I also thank you, Sally and Alan and Lisa and Chris and everybody for putting this night on and making it happen against all the odds. I'm incredibly proud to be able to announce the award winner tonight for the SME split of this joint award for Lifetime Achiever. I'm opening the envelope now. And I must say that I'm doubly proud, without giving it away, because many of you who will know me will know that supporting women in business is very close to my heart. And I'm incredibly proud that the SME split of this year's award goes to a self-made and very determined woman who qualified later in life and built her business while bringing up her children as a single mother. I mean, that deserves many, many awards. And I'm incredibly pleased to announce that the winner tonight, Sally, is Bulger from Beauty Bar.
That's excellent. Thank you so much indeed. Right, I think it's now over to, oh, sorry, I knew I knew I had to say something. The winning companies are within each of the respective MPs' constituencies. So that worked out quite well. Now over to Alan again.
Thank you very much, everybody, and congratulations. Oh, what a lovely big smile that you had on your face when you found out you'd won. Well done. So this year we've introduced a new Chamber of Commerce Recognition Award for special achievement. Our chamber and this company have been around, I've worked out, for a combined 197 years. I should add that not all of this time that it's been while Sally and I have been around, but as Sally said to me the other day, it feels like it sometimes. I have the envelope here to open this time, and as he says, opening it politely. They normally go home year after year with a bag full of well-deserved prizes, but this year we recognise them in this very special recognition category as being the truly unique company that they are in Feltham and across the world. Please say your applause for Russell Finex, Mr. Ray Singh. Ray.
I'd like to say thank you very much, and not expected at all, really. And to be honest, I'm not usually lost for words, but I'm.
You're lost for words, Ray. What's going on?
So, yeah, totally unexpected. And I'd like to just thank all the judges and for giving us this award. And I'd like to thank all our hardworking employees for this reward, which is highly is basic for them. As I say, whenever we do pick up an award, I just happen to be the one who collects them. These are the people who actually do all the hard work for the company, life and soul and blood and everything that they give for the company. And I'd say well done to all of our team, not just here in the UK, but we've got teams in various other countries around the world as well, in India, in China, in the USA, and also in Belgium. And we've got a number of other people who work for us, living in, working from their own homes in various parts of the world as well. So thanks very much to everybody. And this award is for all of you. Well done. Thanks very much.
Well said, Ray. Thank you very much. Don't forget Brazil, by the way.
Yeah, sorry, Brazil's in there as well. That's why I said these are the guys who are working from home at the moment.
Well done. Over to you, Sally.
Well done indeed, Ray. Very well done. Right, now we've come to, we're almost at the end now, and we're coming to the bit that you've all been waiting for. This is our last formal award of the evening, and this is for the Business of the Year 2019-2020. All the award winners were sort of were judged together and are judged on their merits. And now for the winner, and I have the envelope. Okay. Right. Okay, here we go. Business of the Year. This company has shown such resilience during trying times. To use the buzzword of lockdown, they have pivoted their business from security, setting up a new innovative company to supply sanitizer stations. And the worthy winner is Woodnet Lifestyles Limited. Well done. You've gone home with a clutch of awards, haven't you?
I have indeed, and I've already
Want
down
to
a
see
few
the power
already.
behind that Stangerman, by the way.
Thank you very much, Alan, Sally. Really appreciate this recognition and awards tonight. I don't know what to say really.
I thought 3 was enough, but the 4th one, big whooper. Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's our pleasure, Ash. You need to buy an award cabinet now, don't you?
I do indeed. I just introduce my colleague here, my colleague and my wife, who has been behind the scene all the time.
Hello,
and
Mark.
has been a supportive part of the business. So thank you.
Thank you so much. This is a shock.
No, well, yes, it's such a shame. Well, I know we're doing really well, but it would have been lovely to have done this in person. But hey, we're doing quite well via Zoom. So congratulations again, Business of the Year. Excellent,
Really
well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right, over to you, Alan, I think.
Okay, thank you, Sally. So, all of the awards have gone. What else could we be hanging around for? We've got something interesting and something different. So, thanks to Brandwin Business Support, who've generously donated 2 £50 M&S vouchers. We've got no hesitation in deciding what to do with them. Sally and I had a fight. She wanted to have one and I wanted to have the other. But no, that wouldn't work. We had to give them away. And we've got a huge team of really deserving directors who stand right behind us, supporting us every inch of the way. So we had to pick out 2 of those directors who volunteered their time tirelessly to help us all the way through this incredibly difficult year. And I'm going to pass over to Nauza, who's generous enough to make the present award to us, to talk through who's going to be the recipients of these.
Thank you, Alan. I've got 2 awards here to give away, so I'll be a bit quick. The first one, great pleasure in announcing that Mel Bruno, the Chamber's Health and Safety Director, is the first recipient. Congratulations, Mel. This year, when Safer Business Hounslow needed a health and safety professional, Mel put on her superhero cape and came to the rescue. She works on the Safer Business Hounslow projects that Hounslow Chamber continued to deliver with Hounslow Council to ensure the borough's shops and hospitality sectors operate in a safe environment. Thank you, Mel, for all your hard work. It's much appreciated. And we'll find a way to get this to you ASAP. Okay.
Oh, it's lovely. Thank you very much, guys. And it's been an absolute pleasure working with you. And thank you guys for putting on such a brilliant evening. It's been fabulous. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. The second voucher, please, goes to someone that I've known personally over 2016 and 2018, when we delivered Hounslow Council's business support program to over 100 small businesses. With great pleasure, I would like to announce that Samar Whittaken is the recipient of the second voucher. Where are you, Samar? Can you come on screen, please?
Wow.
You thought you could get away, isn't it, Samar? But no, you've got to get the award. Samar has attended almost all the chambers in webinars since March, and there have been very many of them. She keeps a finger on the business pulse, and extraordinarily, she has recruited many new members for the chamber this year from Hounslow, West London, England, Scotland, and internationally as well. Well done, Samar, and thank you very much. Much appreciated.
Thank you very much. Thanks for your help when I joined the chamber. Your help was unbelievable. So
you're welcome. Well done. Thank you.
Well done, Samar.
Yeah, thank you.
And well done, Mel.
Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you.
Sally, over to you.
Yes, we're virtually there now. I think we are just going to do a quick wrap up. We're only 8:05, so I think we're doing incredibly well. We'd like to end by thanking all our sponsors. The logos have been rolling around all evening, which is great, and also those companies who donated goodies for the wonderful goodie bag that we assembled for our executive guests. We had such fun doing that, and I also want to thank all the directors who helped deliver them over West London. That was really, really helpful. I want to also thank the directors who served on the judging panel this year, which was a socially distanced day back in the September heat. I also want to thank Mrinal and Sean and his team for the tech side of things. There weren't too many glitches. We really could not have done this without them. You made it look so easy. And there is one person out there who is lurking in the ether, and that is Lisa Rides. She has worked so hard on putting all this together. She has created spreadsheets. She's worked closely with Sean on the tech side of things. She just quietly gets on, and she now tells me that she doesn't really like Excel spreadsheets, and that's all she's been doing for the past 3 months. So really, without Lisa, we couldn't have done any of this evening. So a special thank you to her. I think, Alan, you want to say the last final words?
Well, my final words are the words that Sally doesn't normally get a chance to say. And that's a huge thank you very much to Sally Smith, who always thanks everybody else for doing things, but nobody really says thank you so much to her. And we owe you hugely for this wonderful evening, as well as the rest of our board. All I can say is, everybody, please don't forget to enter next year. And we hope we're going to be in a glitzy hotel, but the goodie bags might not be as good. But it's been a wonderful, wonderful evening. We hope you've really enjoyed it. We've enjoyed putting it all on. May we wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good riddance to 2020. Let's hope something's a lot better around the corner. And see you all very, very soon at the next webinar or live award that we're putting on. Thank you very much for a great evening.
Thank you all. Keep safe.
Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.